What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I am No Spoon, and today I'm just going to talk to you about how to navigate through your 3D while everything is popping up in the way that you don't want, and it is going against the thing that you have claimed internally to be true for yourself. Okay? First, if you want to work with me, link is in the description. I really appreciate you. Let's figure your shit out. Okay? Alright. So, when you claim to be a new, we are going to take financial abundance, for example. When you would like to make more money, whether it is at your job, doing a new job, or anything else that could bring you in more money, all you need to do is start claiming things like, I am financially abundant. I'm a multimillionaire. I am doing the exact thing that I would like to do in life. I am in my true place. I love what I do. Things like that. These are the thoughts that need to be going through your head when you are claiming a new. When you do that, you immediately trigger the 3D, because the 3D is your old reality, your old story that you are used to for however long you have been aware for it. So the 3D starts throwing you things like a bill that you feel like you can't pay, like a negative balance, like, circumstances that show you that financial abundance is unattainable. So you have a choice when that is thrown at you. You can either A, spiral and accept the 3D circumstance as, that is true for me. You know what? You're right. That's who I am. And you can let that circumstance knock you back into the old identity that you are trying to get away from, that you are wanting to move out of. You see, your old identity that you are so used to, that is running on an automatic program, is so automatic that when you claim to be something new other than that program, other than that pattern that has been going on, you immediately trigger the third dimension. And the third dimension, your ego, the old identity, it is all the same. Its job is to show you reasons as to why you are incorrect in your new assumption, and as to why we should remain in this predictable, comfortable outcome, this identity that we have been experiencing for this whole time. Because your ego's job is to protect you from the unknown, from the unexpected. So when you start saying, I am financially abundant, when you live paycheck to paycheck, your ego is going to be like, what are you talking about? No. We don't predict these. We don't predict these outcomes. Like, what? We need to keep you safe. Okay, so let me throw you some sort of lack. Let me throw you something that reminds ourselves that we are in a lack state of mind, that we don't receive financial abundance, that there's no way that we could reach financial abundance. Let me throw you all these things that emotionally anchor you back into that identity of not having enough, of always living paycheck to paycheck, not being able to pay that bill, feeling real anxious when that dinner bill comes, right? So again, if we can realize and understand to a true core part of ourselves that whatever you claim internally is done right now, consciousness triumphs the 3D. The 4D triumphs the 3D. So when you claim something, when you imagine something, when you affirm for something, when you see something in your mind's eye that says something new, and you identify with it saying, that is true about me. If you can divide the 3D from the 4D and be like, what I see out here in the 3D is my old story. It has nothing to do with the new story that I have claimed internally. If you can stay in that, and every time the 3D tries to throw you a curveball or a hurdle of being like, Are you sure that you're this new person? Here's this thing that we're used to. If you can be like neutral and be like, no, actually this is who I am now. Nope, that's not my name. Actually, my name is this. When you can know that your inner reality is the true reality, and what you have claimed to be true is financial abundance. That's all you have to do. Claim financial abundance. Whatever. Let's take being a multimillionaire, for example. You want to be a multimillionaire? Claim you are a multimillionaire right now. You are. You are a multimillionaire. It's done. There's nothing else to do. Because if you were the multimillionaire version of yourself right now, how would that feel to you? And seriously, guys, like take time for yourself and really close your eyes and go within and be like, if I had a multi-million-dollar net worth right now, how would I feel about money? How would I feel about the topic surrounding money and financial abundance and the things that I can do in the world? Well, you would probably feel pretty easy. You would feel extreme relief around that topic. You wouldn't be stressing about how can I get this thing? How can I pay this thing? That is the idea with manifestation. You have to be in such a knowing that you are this person, you are this identity that you have claimed to be true, that you start thinking, you start walking, you start acting, talking, behaving, mimicking the exact way that this person, this version of you, would act. So when they're at dinner and they get the bill, even in the 3D, if it seems like a lot to you, don't express that. Don't express that internally. Don't express that externally. Whatever, pay it, but don't express externally that you don't have it. Don't be like, oh my God, this is so expensive. Oh my God, how am I going to pay this? Oh, this is going to take a hit on my bank account. Don't say those things, okay? Be the identity who already has what you would like to experience. For your SP, whenever, you see externally, your SP is not prioritizing you or texting you, or that you see that there's with somebody else on the outside. Whenever you go internally and you say to yourself, I am the version of myself that SP prioritizes. I am the most magnetic person on the planet. I'm extremely confident. Of course my SP loves me. I'm the only option. I'm everybody's first option. Again, I talk about self-concept. Really hype yourself up in that aspect, because once you focus on self-concept, everything starts becoming magnetic towards you. Literally everything. Because again, if you put your SP on this pedestal being like, oh, SP loves me, SP loves me, SP loves me, but you haven't addressed within that I don't feel like I'm good enough or that I'm the only option, then when you stop affirming that SP loves me, then they're going to become cold again, because you haven't addressed the fact that you are the fucking shit. That you are magnetic, that you are the one that everybody gravitates towards. And the beauty of all of this is it is your word against everything. So decide what you want to be. Do you want to be the person that everybody prioritizes? That everyone has their eyes on whenever you walk into the room? I'm sure you do. So turn it towards self, and then everybody, everything, every desire that you have in your reality starts seeing you that way. Stop putting these single desires on a pedestal. Okay, it's counterproductive. Whenever that desire comes to mind naturally, remind yourself of the truth internally. Your SB comes to mind. Oh yeah, they're so in love with me. And keep going with your day. Don't hone in and be like, I need to make this thing happen. I need to put all my energy into this thing to make this thing happen out here. All you have to do is be the person who has it. And that is it. And when you can stop relying on the 3D to show you that you have changed, that's when you've changed. You are so satisfied internally. And the ways that you can become satisfied internally are all the techniques that you've heard on the manifestation community. Affirming, visualization, I remember when, all the Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy shit. You can do all of these things. All it is doing is getting you into the state of being the person who feels like they already have it. So that's all you need to do. So, relax your body, get into a lower brainwave state of theta. If you need to listen to a YouTube video to get you into a theta state, sure, go ahead. But bring up your visualization, bring up your affirmation, whatever it takes for you to claim to be the person who has what you would like to experience. Once you are in that state, you are the person who has it. The 3D is the illusion. It doesn't need to show you. It doesn't need to show you. And the more that you get good with that, the more you get good with, I don't care if the 3D shows me or not, I am satisfied within. That is when you have truly changed, and that's when you have truly become the person who has what they would like, who has what they want to experience. And you are that new person right now. And the only thing that you need to do from there on is everything that you experience in the 3D leading up to that point, you give it good meaning. So if you claim that you and your SP are married or in a loving relationship, but currently in the 3D, you are over here where they have a 3P and they have, there's all of these hurdles and obstacles that you feel like you need to overcome to get to that point. Assign good meaning to every single thing that is happening. Oh, yep, that's getting me one step closer to us being married. Oh, of course, I'm so glad that happened. I'm so glad we're there with that 3P because they're going to realize how terrible that person is. They're going to realize how great I am. Don't be humble with this shit, man. Like, seriously hype yourself up. You are the creator of your reality, so your word goes. So stop being humble. Really, really put yourself up here. Turn towards yourself. Talk the greatest stuff about you. I am so confident. Everywhere I go, I get the greatest treatment. People just love me. People gravitate towards me. I'm extremely magnetic. Nothing can stop me. Today's the greatest day of my life. I'm about to go into this restaurant and have the greatest dinner of my entire life because I am greatness itself. All you are doing is experiencing another part of yourself. That's all you're doing. Nothing is separate from you. The only time you make something separate is when you put all of this importance on something like a 3P, like an SP, or a money situation, or a health situation, or a happiness situation, or I feel anxiety. You put all of this importance on it, and you become separate from it. When you become separate from it, you will not experience it. So if you can realize that your SP is you, reflecting you back to you, then all you are really doing is experiencing another aspect of you. So, the version of you where SP and you are married, and the version of you where SP hates your guts, all exist right now, and everything in between. It all exists right here and right now. So if you can be okay with all of that existing, and be like, which part of myself do I want to experience today? And going forward, I would like to experience the version and experience where SP and I are in a loving relationship and everything is exactly how I would like it to be. And I don't need the 3D to validate that claim. Because, again, the 3D is the old story. You've claimed a new thing. The 3D is still showing the old thing. So don't take validation. Don't go check in their stories. Don't be like, They didn't text back in an hour. That must mean they don't like me. Stop that shit. Give it good meaning. Oh, SP hasn't texted me back in an hour. That must mean that, they're really nervous. They don't want to seem clingy because they love me. They're so in love with me. They don't want to push me away. They don't want to seem like a crazy person. You can give meaning to anything, so give it the best meaning possible. Give it the very best meaning possible. And if you do that and you remain claimed in your end and just be like, every step that I take is leading me across the bridge to the end that I see, but just remain in your end, then you'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to do. Go live your life. Stop thinking there's so many things you have to do. Stop trying to put so much effort into making something happen. You're never going to make something happen. You are going to be this person, and things are going to happen around you. That is how manifestation works right there. Be the person and just relax. Let the reins go a little bit. Let the higher mind, let God, let the universe do its thing on getting you there in the path of least resistance. Okay? I know it sounds very simple, and there seems like so much effort you need to do to make this thing happen, and maybe I'm not doing it right because I'm not seeing it immediately. Fuck that shit, okay? Stop relying on the 3D to give you validation, and validate yourself within, and know that that is the true reality. That is the kingdom of heaven. Seek first the kingdom, and all of these things will be added onto you. Where is the kingdom? The kingdom of heaven is within. And when I say within, that means your awareness, what you perceive to be true, what you identify as. Okay? So set it up in your favor. Oh, shit. Okay? I love you so much. All right? Stop making this so hard on yourself. You are the creator of your reality. Remember that. Every day when you wake up, remind yourself and claim what the fuck you have. The world is yours. Okay? This is No Spoon, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.